Hello, welcome to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Dave.
Hello.
Look what it is, Dave.
I can't believe my eyes, Rob.
It's Crash Bandicoot, the Sane Trilogy. Importantly, this is in 4K. I'm playing on a PS4 Pro.
I can't believe how good it looks. I'm just sort of astonished into silence. Like, this was a game that I played on my PS1, and now it's in 4K, and the fidelity on the graphics is just incredible.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Bouncy. I should explain. This is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, which is actually the Crash Bandicoot game I played the most when I was a kid. It was actually the first Crash game I played, and then I went and played the first two afterwards. So this was the game I was pretty good at, if I do say so myself.
I can't believe you're not an original guy like me. You didn't play the original.
Well, I played the original at PSX last year, and I was slaughtered in the comments for how bad I was. I think I do all right here. I mean, considering this is the first time I played this game in nearly 20 years. This is a level called Doubleheader, famous for these double-headed giants here. Any eagle-eyed commenters who can spot what is slightly different about them from the original trilogy, bonus brownie points for you.
What, you're not going to tell us?
No.
Well, okay. Well, I'm
Here's
never
another
going
one.
to know.
There's another one coming up now. Obviously, you're not going to know, Dave. There is something about them that has slightly changed.
And why has it slightly changed?
Just because the people at Vicarious Visions who are making the Sane trilogy thought it would be a fun thing to do.
All right. Well, fair enough.
So see if you can spot that. But just everything about this level, and it just took me right back to playing it. I know we've said this a lot about the Sane trilogy, but it's been recreated pixel for pixel. I mean, every brick, every blade of grass. I mean, you didn't see all the blades of grass on PS1 because they didn't have the power.
I don't think
to
they
show
had
all
any
the
blades of grass. I think it was just one big green texture.
It's so hard to articulate. The way Crash bounces off the boxes, just the weight of him bouncing off those boxes just feels perfect.
The way
exactly
the
how
Wumpa
it
fruit
used
go
to
up into the corner.
Yeah, just that little sound effect, the lovely sound effect on the checkpoint. I love the Wumpa fruit launcher here. This little wizard, you hit him once and his robes come off and he's there in his underpants. Great stuff.
That is good. That's what you want. Crash, I just have such happy memories of Crash Bandicoot. I think it was probably the first game I got on my PS1.
Yeah.
And just so much fun, just hours of fun. And I just want to relive that again. I never played 3 though, Rob.
Did you not?
No.
See, controversially, I think 3 was the best. Maybe it's because 3 was my first one, and you just like the first one you played.
That could be the truth.
But it has such amazing memories for me. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped has such variety in it as well, because it takes you through loads of different themed areas. This is like one of the medieval themed areas. Later in this video, we'll show you a couple of the other themed areas you can be in. This is the bonus level here. Classic bit of side-scrolling platformer action going on. The weird thing about this is it looks like I remember Crash looking like. Because obviously your memories are all in HD, isn't it?
It is, yeah, sadly. It's a weird thing. Rob, what about the sounds? Because we always talk about visuals being in HD, but obviously, you know, the sound of Crash Bandicoot originally was a little bit... it was a different time, wasn't it?
I was going to mention the
sound has come on.
I was going to mention the sound. It sounds like it did before. The soundtrack is that same classic soundtrack. Crash's little sound effects. I'm not going to do an impression of Crash.
No need.
But you know what I'm talking. Just the sound effect of him spinning, the sound when he spins.
You said you weren't going to do an impression.
It's the same. Not of Crash Bandicoot's voice.
Well, all right. Okay.
I'll do his sound effects all day.
Well, no need.
Like there. But yeah, it's a love letter to the original Crash Bandicoot games, and they've just got it spot on. They really have.
I mean, this is what people have been calling for a long time,
Yeah.
I think. People have wanted this to happen, and it is happening. And I think it's probably exactly what everybody wanted. It's not like a reimagining or anything.
Yeah, don't want to go open world.
No,
we?
this is the Crash that you remember.
I just want it like it was, but prettier, please.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what they've done. It's just they've been completely faithful to the original, and just sort of, you know, lovingly rebuilt everything so that we can have it in. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have a PS4 Pro 4K, which is just extraordinary, and I can't wait to see it on our 4K TV in the office.
It's going to look lovely. I was speaking to Cara Massey, who's the lead producer from Vicarious Visions, and she was pointing out how they wanted to obviously make it as close to the originals as possible, but they also didn't want it to feel old.
Yeah.
They still wanted it to feel like a contemporary game. And you know, it's hard to articulate how they've done that, but I think they kind of have, just by I just love bouncing on those guys so much, so it just gets me every time. Just by building the game pixel for pixel as it was, but also just making it so gorgeous and fresh. And this is a level called Orange Asphalt, Dave.
What's happening
I
here?
used to hate these levels when I first played it.
Really?
Because they were so difficult. Like the racing levels. Did you know there were racing levels, Dave, in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped?
No, I didn't.
There are.
I never played it.
Here you go.
This is fantastic. I can imagine this would have been, I don't know, it just seems like the 3D will have come on so far, you know, now. I can imagine how this might have been really difficult in the original.
It was difficult. It was still quite difficult doing it now, but I was a lot better at it than I used to be. I don't know if they've made it slightly easier, or if I'm just really, really good at games now.
Are you? No, it's not that one. Are you
No.
racing these like trucks?
Yes, you have to finish first to complete the level.
Oh no! And what happens if you don't? You just have
You
to
just
do
have
it
to
again.
start it again, yeah.
Classic
when
games.
when you complete each level in Crash 3 Warped, you then unlock the time trial mode for each level.
Oh,
and you have to
no.
do it in a certain time if you want to obtain the relic. And then you get another gem for collecting all the boxes in a level. So each level has like at least 3 different crystals you can collect if you want to 100% the game.
Oh man, this is a completionist
And
stream or nightmare.
It was so hard. Some of the later levels have secret routes that unlock, that offer you coloured gems, and we'll see one of those later. And those are always really hard as well. So 100% in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped is hard as nails.
Does this mean, Rob, that we're going to have trophies now for the Insane Trilogy? Do you know?
Yeah, of course. This is an out-and-out PS4 game, so getting the platinum is going to be a real badge of honour, I think.
So you can now get the platinum for Crash Bandicoot
Yes.
for the first time.
Yes, you can.
That's exciting. That's surely going to be a badge of honour that people are going to want to.
It's going to be really
wanna
hard.
have.
I mean, I've snuck into first place here right at the end.
You're obviously
hero.
some sort of muscle memory
Yes,
from years gone by.
Just managed to get that last jump. Ah, that wasn't my third attempt at it at all.
Nice shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wonder of editing. You didn't hand it over to the developer for that one.
And this is the third variation we're going to have a look at. These are levels set in the future, obviously. You can see that, Dave.
Yeah, I was getting that, yeah.
These appear later on. They're some of the later levels in Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I remember them being incredibly difficult, as you will probably find out a bit later. These guys here, just check out this guy, Dave, with the rocket launcher.
Oh, God.
I forgot which way he was going to shoot first, and then I didn't quite dodge to the right enough, and then he kind of bends over and reveals his weak point on his rear, which is a big flashing green target.
I'm so excited to just get hands on again with just a classic platformer.
Yeah.
They look so simple. I mean, in gameplay terms, you know, it is quite simple. It's just moving and jumping, really, and
moving
you
and
know,
jumping,
and attacking, and it looks so simple. But actually doing it, you just have to get into this kind of zen state, don't you? And that's just such a nice sort of thing to do. It's so nice to, in a way, you can kind of switch off and just really enjoy it. But in another way, it's kind of difficult, and you do have to have your wits about you. I'm just really looking forward to playing.
That is a key thing, I think, about Crash, is that especially when you're going for the time trials, you need to become so familiar with the levels, and be such an expert in them that you can absolutely breeze through them. And when you do get good at the levels, they're designed in such a way that you really do get that sense of flow. I'm going to liken it to Ollie Ollie almost.
Yeah.
It's like you will pick a route, the optimum route, and speedrunners are going to have an absolute field day with this, I think.
It's that thing where you can be playing a level and something goes slightly awry, and you know you've ruined the whole level there.
Restart.
It's like, I'm gonna have to restart.
I have to restart it.
I can't. I've missed that one Wumpa fruit. Or
look at the lighting, Dave.
I know.
Oh, it's like my dream.
Something I know.
It's that game I loved as a kid, but now it just looks like a PS4 game.
I know, and it just looks fantastic. I'm just so excited to see it for myself. Why do you keep having all the fun with all the games?
Because I'm really, really good at Crash, as you're seeing now.
Well, to be fair, you've done all right. I think.
Not died, have I?
No, that's true. I mean, again,
I'm
the
probably
magic
about
of
to.
the magic of editing.
There we go. That's almost as if I knew that bit was coming. We are going to have another video, hopefully, because another thing the Crash games are famous for is having hilarious death animations.
Yes,
and
true
they're
that.
all intact. All of your favourite death animations are here.
Really?
And those are what saved me from rage quitting so much. when I played Crash, because it's so funny when you die quite often. So we're going to hopefully have another video which just showcases all of the hilarious death animations.
Look at you learning from your mistakes and going better this time.
Yeah.
That is, Rob, that is really quite a claim to fame for any game. To have something in it that stops you from rage quitting.
To make dying fun.
Yeah, to make dying fun.
Well, not fun, but it was funny dying.
Making it, you know, you can stand it. That is quite some claim, and I think Naughty Dog, who should be pretty pleased with that they could stop you from rage quitting in the past.
Yeah.
You never snapped the disc.
No.
Well done.
I didn't. This is what I was talking about earlier, Dave. You see that little green platform there?
Yeah.
That takes you to a secret route, and if I manage to complete this secret route, I will get an extra gem.
Do you manage to complete the secret route?
Let's find out.
I imagine you do, since you've put this in the video.
Well, Dan's edited the video.
What do you get with the special gem? Is it just it's just a bragging rights? It's just part of
one of the gems you need
your
to complete
road
the game
to
100%.
completion.
Yeah.
Isn't it a shame, Rob, that you've done all this and all your progress has been lost because you were
Yes,
playing
it
on
is.
someone else's account?
Yes, that's true.
Never mind.
I'll do it all again. Doesn't matter. Also, I think when you first play through these levels, I can't remember specifically, but I don't think you have the Wumper launcher. Like, the Wumper launcher is unlocked here, because obviously a certain point in the game, then you can go back and play all the old levels with the Wumper launcher, but it's quite a while into the game that you actually unlock it.
Oh, blimey.
And so when you do these levels for the first time, you know, I can't just stand back and shoot these guys.
Right.
I actually have to platform my way through, dodge the lasers, make my way across the conveyor belt, and make sure I don't get hit by the enemies at the same time.
Wow, that's
quite
completely
difficult.
changed this level. I can't believe you've only
There's
just
the
realised
gem.
that. There's the gem.
Got the gem.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's mad. That completely changes things up. So it's nice that you can then go back and play it again with the Wumper launcher. I guess that's
Some
great.
things are only attainable once you've got the Wumper launcher, so you have to go back if you want to get 100% completion.
No. Oh God. I've come out in a hot sweat already. I can see me just playing this for hours.
More Wumper launcher. I mean, I'm being a bit of a wimp. Those guys are fairly simple to kill. I also love the double jump ultra glide combo, which essentially lets you glide across massive distances. That's another thing you unlock. Your spin attack gets longer. You unlock a double jump as well.
I didn't know about any of this.
Well, you've got it all to come, Dave.
I really have. I'm kind of sad I've watched this video with you, to be fair.
As a man who's only played the first Crash Bandicoot game, I can tell you with Warped, you are in for a treat. We saw the bike level, the orange asphalt. There's other stuff as well. There are dog fighting levels. There are levels where you're riding on the back of a tiger. And it's like an amazing set piece.
Oh, that sounds
It's just fantastic.
That sounds cool. Have you actually played the original Crash Bandicoot?
Yes, but
Right.
not anywhere near the extent that I played Warped.
Right.
Warped was the first one I played, and I played it for hours and hours and hours. The final boss against Cortex, I remember being so difficult.
Yeah.
So difficult. And it was a time when my PS1 was at my dad's house, and I only went to my dad's on a Sunday, so I could only play Crash Bandicoot once a week.
Oh, right.
And so I'd get ready every Sunday. It's like, this week, I'm going to beat Cortex. I'm going to beat him. And I think it took me a good 3 or 4 Sundays to finally beat Cortex.
Reading tips in magazines.
Yeah.
Asking people at school.
I literally did read tips on how to beat Cortex, and nothing in the tips said helped because I was doing it all, but just not well enough.
It was a different time, wasn't it? I wonder how
Yeah.
many people played these games originally, maybe didn't manage to finish them, got stuck on bits or whatever, and now there's the whole internet and YouTube to help and things. It's a whole new kind of experience.
Well, there we go, Dave. There is Crash Bandicoot, the Sane Trilogy. Crash is just going to celebrate getting his gem here. His
Nice.
iconic celebration. Yeah.
It's the second one.
He loves it. Boop. There it is. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments. I think it's looking amazing, and I cannot wait to play the full game. And please do subscribe so you don't miss anything from the world of PlayStation.